Everybody, it's Invictus. Time to run here. The Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance series. Happy Friday, Mosh Pit. I hope your weekends are starting off to a fantastic start here. We did have another video across 3,000 likes, actually a double like streak counter thanks to the 1,000th win last Friday. Thank you very much for making it possible, everybody. Now, we're already 27 away from the next like streak goal, which I'll be announcing this weekend. So make sure you stay tuned for that. And thank you very much for the support. Hope your weekends are just been going to a good start here on the early weekend. Here's your meme of the day / amazing artwork of the day sent in here by Hobbit and Ferret. Title thread was every time ... Zarurudo. Curse of the Lost. I love how Sissy is so happy in the top panel, and then the bottom panel she's just both of our faces are just like, yep. I don't know what anime that is. I just know that of the meme. So let's hop on in and get rocking and rolling. Oh man, seed day is going to be 3-8 Zulu Bravo Victor 2 Golf 7. We've got good tiers. We've got we got Dirty Mind. And we also got the Mega Bean. Mega Bean is going to give us a fissure that we can fire off like that. It also is going to poison everything and just kind of deal some damage, nothing crazy. Curse of the Unknown means that we have no clue exactly how much HP we've got, so we got to be a little bit careful. We have to assume that we're on 1 HP. That's the only safe course of action here. And yeah, Varicose Veins, it ain't it. That ain't it, Chief. I mean, we could take Varicose Veins because, yes, it does deal damage anytime we take damage. It especially works well if you have something like Brimstone or something like what do you call it? Jacob's Ladder. Which, by the way, can we get an APB out for Jacob's Ladder, please? I don't think that we've seen Jacob's Ladder in probably 13, maybe 15 years now. It might be a little bit of an exaggeration. But it does feel like it's been a while. It's been a while since I have seen Ladder of Jacob's again. Been a while. I don't know. I don't do a good Aaron impersonation. Stained was one of those bands that, like, they had a couple songs that I was like, okay, Mud Shovel, pretty good. For You, probably my favorite song by them. And then there's other stuff, like It's Been a While has been so overplayed, I just don't even care about the song. This is coming from a lifelong Metallica fan, and having heard Enter Sandman about 4 billion majillion times. Ooh, that's good. If we can get ourselves some options here, which we might be able to do. Wow, that was not only was that a horrible bomb on the keeper, but that was also a horrific bomb on the donation machine. Good lord. We got a grand total of 7, maybe 6 cents there. But yeah, Stained has never been a band that I've been just hugely a big fan of. I'm going to go ahead and take the Bumba, and there is a Fool's Gold. There's also a Tinted Rock way up there. I know the Super Secret Room is there. We'll get that Tinted Rock. We're going to get a second Soul Heart, so we know that we're out of the danger zone for now. Yeah, we don't know if we have Red Hearts, so there's no reason for us to tap the IV bag or the Temperance Machine, but at least we know that if we needed money, we could actually go back there and get it. But what's really important about this acquisition here of getting there's options is that we are going to have 2 boss items on the first floor. That is big. That's big time big. And having this on floor 1 means that we're always going to have a second option, regardless if we're fighting a boss that has a static drop for a boss drop, regardless if we're going to get an HP upgrade or something that we just don't care about, like a range upgrade. We are always going to have a second option, and that is most important when you're talking about Isaac. I go get a little bit of damage here on old Dookie. That is not green Dookie, that is regular Dookie. Even though he was green and he is Dookie, it was not green Dookie. There are a wall of dips here. Just a giant wall of little dips. Down goes Dookie. And yeah, we take the Tears upgrade 100% of the time. Even though it's going to give us a big shot speed down, I don't really care about that. I want the Tears upgrade. And also feeling a little emboldened by the fact we have 2 Soul Hearts, we can now go into the Curse Room, and we profit a Soul Heart out of that, so very nicely. It wasn't just the Soul Hearts, though. It was also the fact that we just picked up an HP upgrade. probably should have recognized that that was the first. That was the where the secret room was. So we could have saved ourselves one soul heart. That's okay, and we're gonna get the coupon. Yo, brother. Okay, now hang on now. So the coupon is going to allow us to not only get a guaranteed Steam sale effect on one item in the shop, it's totally random, but we're also able to actually roll for a free item. So we can do this. We can buy this Yave and save ourselves 7 cents. Get 2 more Yaves. Look at that. We also have the unicorn poops, which means that if those end up breaking, they give us full hearts for healing. So that's a muy bueno. Fortunately, we can't kill them on their own. They have to actually be destroyed by the enemy, something like that. If I really, really wanted to, and this is definitely one of those times where you should definitely not do what I do. But if I really needed to min-max here, like if we were desperate for money, we needed to make sure that we get as many taps on a temperance machine as possible, I would go back and tap all the hearts into this temperance machine and just see what happens. Because we have coupon though, I don't really feel the need to do so. It's half born out of just I don't want to spend that much time doing this, and also the fact that because we have coupon, I don't need to worry too much about money in the early game economy. Oh yeah, we have a ton of HP. Now going on to last week's episode, there wasn't any upvoted questions that I saw. It was just a lot of people just showing appreciation and just giving thanks for the series. And, you know, it was obviously a very sentimental and important episode last Friday. And I can't thank you all enough for blowing up that video. Almost 3 hours long, and it's got 6,000 combined likes and dislikes. Absolutely astounding. You don't hear that from any channels at all, big or small. So the Mosh Pit continuing to just kind of break all expectations, and I cannot thank you all enough for doing that. The Hermit. Restock doesn't really work with, I mean, it's half price, I'll take it, but it doesn't work with the coupon, unfortunately. But there was a mystery solved on last week's episode when I took damage, and I was like, wait a second, what happened to the devil deal? Yes, we did take damage from the final shot from Mom's heart, and our chance went from 99% to 1% or something like that. It was something ridiculous, and because it was a yuck heart, it also it really does illustrate why I don't like yuck hearts most of the time, is because they're just not there. That because it was a yuck heart, it was a half yuck heart or something like that, and it caused us to actually take red heart damage at the very, very end, and that's the reason why we did not get that devil deal. So the mystery was solved by the Mosh Pit. Again, you all get the benefit of being able to watch things over and over and over again, where I just have to play this live and I don't get to see it. I do really wish that there was some kind of function where I could hit rewind on the VOD. While I'm like if I'm paused on recording, just so I can look at it, but technology doesn't exist yet. Super secret room south of here, but there's no way we'd be able to get to it. All right, so here's the very important function of the coupon. On top of giving you the benefits of the store, it's also going to give you the ability to get free Devil Deal items without it actually costing you any HP. Now, why that's important is because you can take Devil Deal items while still getting Angel Deal precedence as well, because technically speaking, you're not spending any HP to get the Devil Deal items, which means that you're not locked into a Devil Deal precedent for those of you who don't like Devil Deals for whatever reason. We also just picked up Milk. Milk is going to deal damage to us, or it's going to give us a tears up for the room if we take damage. Yeah, this would be a... We actually need range. Like, as dumb as this sounds, we need range, so... Big time range upgrade, and we get a big time non-Devil Deal Devil Deal. Right. All right. Other people have been saying that the videos have been coming out an hour later, supposedly. they shouldn't, because they're always coming out at noon my time. I do live in a time zone that that requires daylight savings time, so maybe that's screwing up something. It always happens every year where daylight savings time messes with the releases of the videos. So all I can say is that if the videos are coming out an hour later than usual, then turn on notifications. Ring that notification bell. That way you know exactly when they're coming out, and subscribe if you're not already. There's a lot of graphics out there that you'll see big and small channels use. They'll say like 91% of you who watch are not subscribed. Click the subscribe button. You know, it's just a good general reminder to tell people, hey, get involved, get engaged with the channel, which is true. Now, as far as like what the metrics are on my channel, I have no clue. We've had so many longtime subscribers that I sincerely doubt that 91% of the people who follow me are not subscribed. I mean, half price Soul Heart is kind of bueno. The only problem is that, well, I guess we could pick up the Soul Heart and then use it to try to get Hive Mind here. Hey, nice. And this could be a Chaos card. It could also be it's not a wild card. It could be an Ancient Recall. I think I'm just gonna buy the Soul Heart though. There's no full charge, but we will have a full charge before we get to the next Devil deal or Angel deal. I guess depending on what we end up getting. We got the Gish dips, and there's also a Saccharum Shuffle here that's a possibility. One thing we definitely are lacking is damage. 3.0 damage is very bad. It is below average by a fair margin. Movement speed is also kind of doo-doo. Actually, it is doo-doo. It's below 1. I mean, it's 1/100th of a speed point below 1, but it's still below 1. I mean, it still counts. Charge Key ain't gonna do anything for us. And you're seeing here the clown physics that the dips kind of make here. Now, what I will say is that Zombolas, one of Zombolas' favorite items in the game, this is no cap here on this, is Dirty Mind. He absolutely loves Dirty Mind. I don't know why. That Zombolas he's a wild guy. He likes taking his pills. His favorite character is Blue Baby, and he loves him some Dirty Mind. I mean, Dirty Mind definitely has a little bit of it's got a small role to play, I would say, in most runs, if you have it. Excuse me. It's nice whenever it does block shots and stuff like that, or creates obstructions when stuff is charging at you. But for the most part, I think it's a little bit too disruptive. I mean, thank God they can't actually run into bombs. Like they can't push your bombs around as they're sliding all over the place. So Dirty Mind actually saved us from getting a hit right there against that Death Rattle. And there are some neat effects, like the holy dips that you can get from Hallowed Ground is really cool. You have a nice little synergy there with that. You have a nice little synergy if you have holy, or if you have the poop item and Dirty Mind. Give yourself a dip every now and then. Take a little dip in the Isaac pool. That's a pool that you don't want to jump into, I promise. Or maybe you do. I don't know. It's a interesting world out there. This is not where we want to be at here against these mini dukes. The mini dukes these cornflies, if you let them get out of control, they will overrun you. So you have to really, really hunker down and just outgun them. You find the boss room finally here. For a very, very long-winded third floor. Now we have to really pray that we get a devil deal here. We have 11 bombs. There's absolutely no reason for us not to go after both of these chests here. Soul Heart, a little bit surprising. Rusted Keys is going to give us a chance to get more keys along the way. Honestly, I'm kind of liking I said it yesterday too. I'm kind of liking the lack of external information mod. I know that it's been rumored. I believe it was someone on Twitter or someone on TikTok told me that apparently external information mod is possibly coming to the online client when it happens. I mean, that's something that we've asked for I personally have asked for a long time. But that was never echoed more loudly than in Repentance because of spin down die and bag of crafting, all that stuff. So I think that having it as an option to toggle on would be nice. But I'm also, back to my original point, I'm also kind of enjoying the fact that it's not there. It really does kind of force me to it forces me to remember items and what they do. And also it, you know, it causes me to have to explain a lot of stuff too. And so I'm like, just read over here. Shot speed is an absolute must. I think if we take consolation prize, it's going to go to movement speed anyway. So why not get the movement speed and shot speed all in one, plus the syringe item? So yeah, we could go back to the store. Let's go see. I mean, we're not going to make boss rush, so just forget about it. Let's go back to the store and see if we can maybe sneak another free item out of here. There was a reroll machine, right? No, there wasn't. Okay. Yeah. You know what? Well, I'll take it. Hey, that is an extra soul heart. Absolutely. We can go in. We could play. We could play the sack room shuffle. I don't think that this is the spot for it, though. We don't have a reliable source of regenning HP, and we definitely don't have a lot of damage to protect ourselves. Speak of the devil, first lost appearance. So this room is not friendly. You need to make sure that you have some kind of flying to get all the chests, or you're going to, okay. Or you're going to suffer the wrath of spikes. Now, if you're wondering how we took so much damage in there, it's because we got bounced off of the pedestal when Guppy's head spawned, and we picked it up. It didn't bounce us when it spawned, but it bounces when we picked it up. And that's one thing that's another thing that I hope that will get fixed in the update. I mean, I don't know how much they're looking into the bounce physics of chests when you pick them up, but it is kind of ridiculous that you have to exercise so much caution just to simply pick up an item that you earned because of the fact that the chest will bounce you into spikes. It's really dumb. Also, what's really dumb is us taking damage. We need to stop taking this damage. And this is the reason why I did not want to take a full stab at that last Sacrum Shuffle, is because, again, we do not possess the damage capacity to survive bad rooms and have low HP. This is what I would consider to be a bad room. Liberty Cap is Liberty Bad. I'm surprised that we didn't get really a whole lot of money out of that, thanks to Lucky Rock. Also surprised the secret room's not there, so especially next to that vault. Important to get these poop piles out of the way so you have an avenue of escape. Tips are kind of scaring me a little bit here. Scaring me because they're knocking around the vistas. I don't know how we didn't get hit by that. We were lined up perfectly. That a dude just straight up whiffed on that one because we were tuned up right there. I mean, that was coming in for the dunk and then just totally bricking it. It was like failing like a 10-yard punt, not even an extra point. Once again, we get another sack room here, but we just cannot do it. I'm glad, and I'm thankful that we didn't do it on the last floor. Bobby bombs or Bobby bad. Okay, so this is starting to get away from us now because we've had some historically bad item rooms on this run so far, and we've got to improve here. Not getting a devil deal on floor 2 is what is hurting us right now. I gotta sit up. You're causing me to sit up now, game. I'm pushing my long flowing locks of hair out of my eyes because this is one of those runs that's starting to feel very crawly in the early goings here. It is nice that we got a tiers upgrade and we corrected some of the problems that we had with movement speed and shot speed, but lack of damage right now is the biggest problem that we've got, and lack of tier effects, lack of flying. It's not adding up right now in terms of a winning combination for us. We need to get something that's stronger, and it really sort of exemplifies why. It illustrates, not exemplifies. It illustrates why devil deals are so important to offense. The best defense is a good offense. That will always remain true in Isaac. We talked about it the other day when I don't remember who it was, but someone tasked me with Someone tasked me with saying, hey, you know, you have to play as a Tainted Lost. You don't get the holy card, but you get any three items of your choosing. What do you take? And that's why I said that, in my opinion, I think it's better to just go full bore with offense and see what happens. Because you're more likely 2 double chests in a room. That's something, game. You're basically just decreasing the amount of time you have to dodge and just saying, look, it's my offense versus your HP. Let's see who wins. Because I don't have any HP, so if I get tapped, we're cooked. But right now we don't have any offense. Our offense is built into just having a wall of dips. I mean, we can get Steam Sale. A reverse judgment card would be amazing right here. Spades. We can turn all these dips into keys, but I don't think that's a wise idea. I'm just going to straight up buy the Steam Sale. And then buy the full charge. Knew that was going to happen. Yeah, we can convert all these dips into keys right now, but that would totally alleviate any key problems for the rest of the run. However, I don't think that we need to. I don't think we should, because we're going to need the damage from these dips. Despite everything that I've said about the dips, they do cause damage, and they cause more damage than we do right now. Wouldn't mind getting blood bag here. They can almost bamboozle me. See, dips, that's what, dips, dip. Calm down. But you put me in an awkward spot here. Can't be pushing around the boss like that while he's spinning brimstone everywhere. You guys are put on this team for a reason. We fail another devil deal. This ain't good. We're going to have to take the... We're going to have to use the ice cream scooper. Potato peeler, not ice cream scooper. Just to get some we have to get any damage here. So, it's a little bit of damage. It gives us an orbital. But... Yowza. I'm going to save the ace of spades for something else. I mean, I guess... Well, is there anything that we would buy? Not really. Screw it. So this is definitely not the run to wait for floor 5 before we get a devil deal, but It's what happened, and we got it, and we still were not even guaranteed a double deal. That's the scary part. And Curse the Blind. Okay, so if you needed to see any evidence at all of what's going on here, there you go. Wait till floor 5 for a devil deal after we got blanked on a guaranteed devil deal. By the way, that's how you fail 100% devil deal in this run, by the way. Anyone who thinks that I'm crazy for saying, you know, it's absolutely possible to fail 100% devil deal in this game. That's one of the scenarios. You might be saying, hang on a second, you don't fail 100% devil deal. It's literally not that's not possible. Yeah, well, okay. So we had 100% devil deal chance, right? We went to the devil deal, and what did we get? No devil deal. We didn't get anything out of there. We got, I think, 2 soul hearts. That is not a devil deal. That is 2 soul hearts. We're lucky we even got that, to be honest. So no, that does not constitute a devil deal in my book. A devil deal, by my definition, would be us exchanging HP for a devil item, which we did not do. In fact, we didn't even get an item at all in there. I'm not dealing with this room. So we are at desperation levels at this point. In terms of damage, in terms of survivability, in terms of everything, we are at desperation levels because we are on depths 1, and we are sitting at 3.21 damage with a Curse of the Blind, which means that we're not going to be taking the item room, and the devil deal that we get, assuming we actually get one this time, we have no clue what we're picking up. We have the coupon. The coupon will at least allow us to pick up something, I hope. But another thing that's kind of crappy here is that because it's Curse the Blind, and we are also only on soul hearts for HP, we do not know the quality of devil deal item that we're taking. And we just have to hope that it's something good. Don't get bullied by the fat leapers. Just take them out. Fat leapers were my favorite Power Rangers boss group. Yep. Yep. This is a classic symptom of a troll run here by the game that's being displayed. And we are almost undoubtedly going to see another greed fight on the next floor as well, so get ready for that. And this is no, you got to keep yourself focused. It's important to keep reminding yourself just what you got to do. It's a bad situation that we're in, and we're going to continue to see this kind of damage that we're seeing until of incoming damage, until we can correct our outgoing damage. That is unfortunately where we're not at yet. Oh, okay. That's all right. So I have to rely on bombs, have to rely on the dips and the zips and the bippity baps and the skippity paps and all that stuff. Now, surprisingly, we have actually touched a guppy item here. It was in that vault, if you all recall. Cat of Nine Tails is going to give us a nice devil deal, or a nice damage upgrade, and we get another non-devil deal. Wow. Our 2 guaranteed devil deals that we were absolutely guaranteed to get were both failures. We have to hope this is Lump of Coal. And it is. So we get a little bit of help, but That is astounding. Desperate times call for desperate measures here. Lucky Rock, you have utterly failed at this job. Bringing it back. Teleport meta. Bring us home. And another Curse of the Blind. This... Yep. I mean, hey, like, look. I told y'all. I told y'all what was happening. I said it on floor 3. This is exactly what type of run we got to be facing here. This is what the game does. You play the game long enough, you recognize patterns. I keep saying that. I've been saying that for years. People think I'm crazy for saying that. I talk about the arrows on the ground for secret rooms and super secret rooms. I talk about the game being able to listen to you. It's all true. One day you're gonna play Isaac for the first time. You're thinking like, oh, this game's not that hard. It's crazy Mr. YouTuber thinking that the game can hear him. Crazy Mr. YouTuber think that there's troll runs. And then you're gonna play Isaac, and then it's gonna hit you. When you get a run like this, it's gonna just all of a sudden it's gonna be a eureka moment. You're gonna be like, whoa, I didn't believe it. I had to see it for myself. And then you'll know. Then you'll know that Sinvicta was right. I'm just looking for the shop. I mean, I appreciate the Cursed Penny getting us to the boss. We know where the boss is now, so that's good. Maya's Touch Poops absolutely destroying that spider over there. I don't want to take this coin yet. The golden bomb is actually pretty huge. But again, another thing that I've been saying for a long time is that these are the type of runs you have to win. You just have to win. There's no getting around it. It doesn't matter what you think of the run at this point. It's bottom line. You just gotta beat every room, one room at a time. Now, of course, there's no one forcing us to not take blind items, but it's a zero tolerance policy. We don't take blind items. We just don't do it. You just can't. It is not worth the risk. Shop items are a little different because they can't really hurt you unless if it's like, you know, broken modem. And Mr. Mizzle. And it gives more options, which are going to be useless, unfortunately. 1.5 volt. Stopwatch gives us a little bit of movement speed, so that's a plus. But we are once again in the same boat of we just flat out don't know what we're taking for a devil deal. And at this point, we are wholly dependent on the Cursed Penny helping us out here. Now, Stopwatch is going to slow everything down and also simultaneously give us a movement speed upgrade, so that's big for our survivability. It doesn't directly help us with survivability. Like, I wouldn't consider it anything but a speed upgrade with a side effect. I wouldn't even go so far to call it as a defensive upgrade. It's just a speed upgrade that has a secondary effect. Defensive upgrade would be something akin to Holy Mantle, Orbitals, that sort of thing, because it's something you can use for defense. But it's still very good. It is tangentially going to help out our survivability. Because it's slowing everything down, and because we're also moving at a faster rate than we were before things were even slowed down. So No double deal. Take the Polaroid and yeah, we at this point we're racing to the finish. And Curse of the XL. We have seen everything. This is full the full might of the troll engine in Isaac. Here, back-to-back Curse of the Blinds, 2 missed 100% double deal, guaranteed double deals, and a Curse of the XL to boot. This is what maximum troll engine looks like. I'm not joking. You can if you happen to be a newer member of the Mosh Pit here, newer subscriber, you can ask people. Ask and ye shall know. This is on a different level of trolling here. This is every possible bad scenario in terms of RNG is happening on this seed. I was really hoping that we're gonna find some coins in one of these chests so we can teleport out of here. By God. Soul of the Lost. We can take Soul of the Lost instead of the Empress card to allow us to take another devil deal. But listen, I am already under the assumption that we will never see another devil deal for the rest of this run, especially with this being Curse of the XL. So what I'm trying to say is take us home here, First Penny. Let us be free. Now hang on a second. There is a dice room. I'm not saying that I would re-roll this run at this point, because I think that that's also kind of risky. But what I am saying is that this could be a 5-room and could potentially allow us to make up the fact that we got a Curse of the XL. There's also another possibility that if it is a 5-room, we can simply ignore the 5-room and head for the exit. As in, we elect to not redo this XL floor because it may just be there's no point. We could get a devil deal that may or may not exist, and if it does exist, we don't know if it's going to actually help us or not. So really the only room that I would be interested in is either a D20 or a global D6, because I don't think I would actually re-roll this run. I really don't. We're in hell, dude. Just in hell. Okay, so it is a global D20 or a global D6, which is good. But we can at least re-roll the boss room if we need to. Okay, kind of saved us a little bit of time. Walk out, walk back in. And go for a final attempt here at maximizing a chance for us to get a devil deal item. Mama Gertie. We just have to stay as far away as possible to maximize our of a coal. Until we get hit and Polaroid invincibility kicks in. I mean, it's a tears and shot speed upgrade. Latchkey did give us a soul heart if we wanted it, but this is pretty much the biggest moment in this run at this point. Whether or not we get a devil deal here, and if it's I mean, if there is even a devil deal item in there. If it's an angel deal, that we've got to hope that it's raw damage. Angel deal. We have to take the Book of Revelations at this point. There's no reason not to. The Book of Revelations may give us a way out. And we're just gonna leave that. We're just gonna leave the 4 room. I'm gonna go back and get the Empress card. It's kind of a long run, but it's worth it for us because we're gonna need these stats to fight Isaac. Very careful not to walk over a coin. If anything, what I will say is that at least we have permanent Polaroid invincibility. And we can maintain it now with an HP generator in the form of the Book of Revelations. But the hardest part is yet to come here. All right, here we go. First penny, make us proud. This is not worth us. It's not worth risking the fact that there may not be a coin coming out of that chest. So we've got to really hunker down here. It's very easy to get fooled by the amount of HP that we have currently. I've been looking at this thing and like, what's the problem? You have 6.5 soul hearts. You have polar invincibility. Skill issue. Say that, but there's a very real possibility of us getting dunked here. Now again, things to consider, things that are working in our favor. We always have the random chance to get teleported straight to the boss, thanks to the cursed penny. We do have Polaroid invincibility, and we have a way of recovering HP in case we lose it. The problem with teleporting around here, and you just saw it right there, is that it's very easy for us not to ever get a charge on the Book of Revelations. Thereby, we don't actually recover that HP. So we're losing out on HP, potential HP, for us not going through and clearing all these rooms because we're skipping a lot of them. So it's risk and reward here. We are risking the potential to gain soul hearts for the reward of teleporting straight to the boss, or at least close to the boss. In the total name of safety. 4.5 volt is going to have to also step it up too, which is directly tied to our damage, obviously, which has not been ideal. Prize is not there. Still don't know if this is the right way to go. It looks kind of like the right way to go. Dude, I don't know. Okay. Like I said, it's very, very easy for this to get away from us. So Hearts helps out a lot. And we can take solace in knowing the fact that we can gain charges here to offset any damage that we might incur and will incur against Isaac. Did I say it right as I say it? So we're almost at a full charge here. We can get that soul heart back. And minimizing loss here is crucial. We can break even out of this fight in terms of HP, thanks to the Book of Revelations 4.5 volt. I'm happy with that. You even get started on the next full charge. Okay. Credit where credit's due. I mean, the Cursed Penny, it got us there. It got us to the super secret room. It felt right. All right. Mishap, little undies, 10 bombs, and little Steven. Yeah, this is a this is what a Nightmare Seed looks like. Now we are in a position here to hopefully close this run out. I hope. What I'm really hoping is we just get a coin and take straight. We ride or die with TP meta, teleport meta all the way. It's having a nice little resurgence. We just need a coin. Just give me a chance, game. Racking up the good charges here. Go. Oh, we got taken somewhere. I don't know if it's the right way to. I don't know if that somewhere is where we want to be. This one's a leafy boy. All right, that was a big room for us. Not only did we not get hit, we gained a lot of charges on the Book of Revelations. Okay, and we have gone nowhere. So we need you to hunker down and try again here, Cursed Penny. Golden Heart would definitely teleport us. We had Evil Eye, which is going to at least allow us to deal a little bit more damage. I'm going to break the Golden Heart just so we can teleport around. Okay. Yeah, we've already been there, game. Let's try that again, shall we there, big boy? Okay. This looks like an interesting avenue here. We don't want an HP upgrade here at all from Greed. It goes power. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the gluttony and lust rooms here, but and thankfully they're not hard rooms, but we still are taking damage in them. No Emperor card. All right, now the game's just. I mean, it's not even trying to hide the fact it's trolling us now. Card does not help us. I have to wonder if this is actually the way to the boss. So Evil Eye going ham here. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm looking at here. Especially with the fact that we teleported, so we can't see like the connecting rooms. Your guess is as good as mine as what Pokemap that one is. So this is the right way to the boss. I mean, I don't know. I can't even say it's an unknown or a clef key or something. That's actually, you know what? There is a shape that is. There's a shape that's made itself known. I'm looking at it. It looks like a Galarian Weezing, right? Kind of. You can see kind of the top hat, you know, right? So we are going to get the dub here in a very, very, very troll-heavy run. But I'm glad that it's over. And that's got to be the first run I think I've ever seen that didn't have a Devil Deal in it. A Devil Deal never showed up. We still got the dub eventually. It was rough. But thank you for watching, everyone. Thank you again for all the support on last Friday's episode. Go check out the TCG Shop Simulator series as well. Today's Friday, which means we're opening a lot of packs on that video. So go check that one out. And, of course, click the like button down below. This video gets to 3,000 likes going into the weekend. We'll have another tally on the like streak counter, and I will reveal the next like streak goal either today or tomorrow. Not today, but tomorrow or Sunday. So stay tuned for that. Hope you have a fantastic weekend. I hope you have a fantastic start to your weekend. And thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And as always, I will see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. Like things and pages of mine like Pokestick, RageGod91, Slypork98, and Paladamores. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find at patreon.com/Invicta.